Alright, today I'm going to make, I actually made this call yesterday, but I'm going to make another one. I'm going to do a Batwing this time. Sounds really, really good. I like it a lot. It actually came from Old Gobbler Forum. I've used a lot of the recipes found on there. I think username like Compton or something posted a really good tutorial on there and had a little note card with a bunch of his recipes and like the tension he used for them. I've used a lot of those and really like them, especially, let's see here if I got, that might be it. Green 3 on top of 2 Prophylactics. I really like that a lot. It's kind of a low air, kind of lower tension call. This one's, so far I'm a fan. I got my last piece of natural 003 latex, so I'm going to use it and hope it comes out to be a good one. Got some new stuff coming in from Dead End Outdoors. I think I got the discount of over 1,000 reeds. You get like 12 cents a reed. So really, really good prices. You can make a lot of calls for 150 bucks. So anyways, got a lot of new stuff coming in, so I'm excited to do that. But for now, last piece of this 003 natural. So it'll be top reed 004 yellow, middle reed 003 natural, and then the bottom reed is going to be prophylactic. This stuff is tricky to get pinned down, but if you tap it a lot of times and careful, it'll stay. I'm going to set it back a little further, maybe an 1/8 inch. So you tap one side and sometimes it'll kind of throw it off a little bit, so you gotta fix it. So normally I go to, I say normally, this second dot right here is like, I feel like what I consider medium tension. I'm going to be going, my plan is to go just before that second dot, somewhere right in here. Seems to be a slightly lesser medium stretch. Something about like that. I bought some new 2 pairs of the new scissors yesterday, just from what I could find around town. I live in a very small remote town, so we don't have much to choose from. But moral of the story, both scissors suck for making the cuts. They're not nearly sharp enough. But this little pair right here is sweet for just taking off the extra latex and the tape and stuff like that. I wanted a smaller pair. Anyways, so the hunt is still out for some good cutting scissors, but I'd like some cheap ones. I don't want to spend a bunch of money on them. All right, tap this joker down. Gonna do a little bit of back tension, nothing crazy. It's kind of a very, very slight smile, if anything. Just pulling the wrinkles out. Perhaps need some new template here. And I've been tweaking my cuts just a hair anyways, but it at least still keeps me in the right ballpark and consistent. I still try it every now and then without this template, and the results are not not as good, so I'm sticking with it. All right. One thing I'll point out after I make this cut, I'll show you. If anybody's got some tips, maybe it's just need sharper, better scissors, but when I go to make this second cut, I get a wrinkle. So like when I lay my, start to cut, I get like a little fold or a wrinkle happen a lot of times. And that just is not good. That throws me off. So if anybody's got some tips to help me there, they would be much appreciated. I want to go a little farther with that side. There we go. cut did not go perfectly. A little strand was left over, and I got this little spot there. I don't know if you can see that up in that little corner. I don't know if I'm able to trim that too well. I'll try it. Need like a little pair of tweezers or something to pull it out maybe. I got a little piece, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference, but I prefer perfect little clean cuts every time. That makes me feel like it's doing better. Another thing I'll point out is, and it's mainly to do with these clamps. They kind of get in the way, but when I cut this left side, I'm always cutting from here, from middle to the out. But when I cut this other side, with these clamps in the way, I have to go from out to middle. And that kind of is what caused that little piece right there to get hung up. But also, it causes, you know, me not to be able to get right up on that, and this little bit shows here. Whereas that kind of cuts all the way off clean. These are just little things. I don't know how much difference this makes in the sound, but I'm sure it does something. Trial and error. I'm getting better every day. Some days. Some days I'm getting worse. Alright, throw a little tape on this joker. I might cut the tip off this, or just trim it just a little bit. Just less of a point sitting there flapping. Wonder if that'll take a tiny little bit of the rasp out or anything. I'm not sure I ever finished the little intro, but this one did not come from that little recipe card on there. It came from a different little thread. I think it was sent by the same guy, but it was just called One to Try. A lot of good info in there. I don't see a lot of videos though, so hopefully I'm helping add to the aspiring turkey call people out there in the world that like a little visual. Hopefully y'all can get something from this, even though I'm learning myself. We all got to start from somewhere. I just hope more people start. This is fun. Like I say, it's about as cheap of a hobby as you can get. All right. That's the finished product. See how it sounds. I already know how this one sounds, and I love it. But I might make a little video once I get some more natural latex. Make another video just making another one of these and showing you how one of these sound. But for now, I will just follow this up with a little sound file of this Batwing. Thanks.